for this next one. This should be one of the best matches of the day. We have Rush Hour and AI, two of the top teams from the first week. I think both of these rosters are currently 2-0. Yep, these are the only 2-0 rosters, so that's gonna change today. We will have no more we will have one less undefeated team, so there will only be one undefeated team after today. Rush Hour and AI are going to start on Rialto. This is going to be a great matchup, I think. These are two of the best rosters we have. This could be anyone's game. I think a lot of this is going to come down to how big of an impact can Rein make. As if Rein gets shredded by Bastion Torbe. Don't know what Rush Hour is going to do, but if Rein gets big pins and is constantly killing people, this could be one-sided in either way. I foresee it's going to be very map dependent too. Rialto, I think, is a little bit better for AI here, I think. But man, Rush Hour has like 4 top tier characters. Don't know how I let Rat slip. I mean, actually, I don't know. I don't know if Rat's actually top tier or not. He's pretty good. Sometimes. I don't know. But Soldier and Bap are like insanely good. I did want to get Soldier on my squad, but unfortunately he was not the leftover goods I was given. Instead I ended up with Sombra. Huge pin to start by Rein. Immediately taking out the Bastion there. Lucio gonna fall next. AI, for the first time ever, looking a little bit stifled here on a first attack. Of course, Rush Hour is down 1 player. They did lose the Rat in that fight. Oh, here comes Bastion. He's shooting right into the... Oh, he does get the BAP, though. Soldier's probably going to go down here. Rein will fall next. And AI is going to get the move started here. Took 2 attacks. So, goes little first hold. Coming out of Rush Hour on this Rialto map. Like I said, 2 of the top teams we have in Overbots this season. They have looked the best thus far. A 1-2-1 comp and a 3-1 comp. With 3 of the tankiest DPS we have in Overbots. Huge start here from the Rein. They are stifling AI quite a bit here. However, Mei's in the back line. She's getting picks. Ooh, she does survive that though. A lot of these characters can't survive that Rein pin. Something to look out for. So the push will continue. Slowly but surely here. Soldiers probably gonna die here. Just pushing in, trying to get a touch. Yeah, that probably will be it for this point. Rein's going in though. Gonna feed over some ult charge, unfortunate. And that will be the first checkpoint going the way of AI. But it's been pretty back and forth here. Some fights going Rush Hour's way, some fights going AI's way. Slow slog through first point. Able to cap. Bastion coming in huge here. Meg is launched up in the air, but not going to mean too much. Ult is mostly going for Soldier. Will eventually get him. Here comes the Riptire, and it does get the Torb. It collects. Junk versus Lucio. Lucio gets booped up into the air. comes the Torb ultimate. Didn't actually get much. The window did not get anything though. I wanna be forever young. Bastion not even falling there. And AI just slowly making the push through here. 3 minutes on the clock. Be interested to see now that AI has expended all those ults. The Rein Shatter is here. Kim May will wall it off. May is the resident shield user. No. Not a lot of follow-up coming through though. Lucio's eventually going to fall there. And then Torb. So it looks like Rush Hour is going to hold out here. At the end of second point. Comes Rein. Uh-oh, May. Bastion could shred this Rein. Bap, gonna keep him up. Bastion's still alive, but here comes the pin. He's gonna fall very quickly after that. The rest of AI is thinking of taking high ground here. Once again, this is another cross-division play matchup, so we will not see this match until maybe the end of the season. I could see these two teams going all the way. Alright, they're going to take high ground. Definitely two of the better squads we have in Overbutts. And it's an even matchup thus far on this map, so I'm really seeing it here. Bastion for Bap. Turret is still up here. Ryan's going to go pin on that turret. And AI will eventually break through here. Ryan's just getting staggered out a bit. It's not great. For Rush Hour here. Soldier will fall, but I think that's too little too late. I think this Bastion comp is eventually going to just push on through here. AI did a very good job on their attacks. 2 minutes and 15 to get through the third point. I was going to grab that pin. And he's going to eventually... Wow, that was awful. How did she throw it over there? Dude, she like flicked it all the way over there? What happened? Second checkpoint is there, so they are going to have respawns really close. I wonder how Rush Hour is going to deal with this here. Turret is putting in some value. Like I said, this is going to be probably one of the most entertaining matches we have on the docket today. Bastion probably is going to fall here. I'm using that ult. However, he trades out the Junkrat with the ult, because Junkrat was also ulting. And so that's a 1-for-1 trade, which does kind of favor Rush Hour here, because, well, yep, now it definitely does. Soldier picking up the Lucio at the end. Bap's going so deep. Not a very big shatter, actually, but big enough, and Torb goes down to the pin. Rush Hour putting in work here against AI. Oh my gosh, no, Ryan! Ryan does get booped off the bat. AI looking for about two pushes maybe. Been a great map from both sides here. Same place from each side. Alright. Here we go. Can AI just get one fight win here to get started on this third point? They've pretty much been halted directly at the... Okay, Bap is going to go down. Window not exactly in the greatest spot. However, Ryan is still alive, and he's just got the Torb. He's being a hero, although now it is a 2v1 on point. You have to think that Ryan should eventually... Well... May lives back there. You think Ryan should eventually die here? He will go down. However, no one's touching. Okay, now Torb is... should grab the overtime. Here comes AI. Overtime push on this third point here. Bap and Rat are back. So we have some of the best heroes and overbots assembled here. Oh no, no, no. Oh, the touch does come through here. Okay. May keeping hopes alive. However, Ryan getting the long pin on Torb. Finishing him off. Getting the pin on May. Oh, but she does have ice block there, so she's okay. Oh, she walls him off.
Alright, bye Josh.
Oh, but they see 9.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to shopping with Grandma.
Cool. See ya.
Any messages?
Nope.
Did you check everywhere?
Nope. Love you, Mom.
Check everywhere. If you could help clean a little bit, that'd be fantastic.
Yep.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
And back to the match. Mom just wanted to stop in. Talk to me. As you could hear. Alright, AI versus Rush Hour shaping up to be a good one. I think Rush Hour should be able to get out of this spawn. I'm wondering where they're gonna stay. Yeah, he's sleeping next to me. Alright. Excellent series this is shaping up to be here. Let me check my VOD, make sure it's okay, it's processing. Upload complete. Okay, I think it's here already. Alright. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Okay. So I probably can delete that VOD off my thing to get some space. Comes the Rhyme Pin. That is a double kill with the Rhyme Pin. He does sacrifice himself for it. Glorious beginning to this bot attack by Rush Hour here. Okay. So 2v1 on point. I don't think that's going to last very long though. Ryan just coming out the gates saying, screw this spawn hold. Just yeets them into the void. So they are not going to get a fight victory. Not much stagger is going to happen at the beginning there. So we already a little bit better of an attack coming out of Rush Hour. Gonna be a lot of dealing with this Bastion. Here he comes. He's gonna get. Oh, he gets the Torb. The long pin, and that will spell disaster for Torb. Rush Hour looking very strong here. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Pushing heavily towards his first checkpoint. AI gonna dunk on the soldier, but I don't think they're gonna get a touch? Question mark? Oh no, they will. Bastion's. Oh, what a pin! Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, I thought he got 2 with it, but no. Oh wow. Torb actually turned around and killed him, and Ryan didn't even swing on him to finish off the kill. Bit of a misplay there by Ryan. Baptiste getting caught out all alone back there is not what you want to see if you Rush Hour either. Bit of a time waste. AI looking at the corners. I've been going haywire here. Bastion looking at the Rhine though. It's kind of what you want him looking at, so he's not just shredding your squishies though, but he does eventually look at someone that is not Rhine, and Soldier is just picking them off one by one. I did want to see this guy in action more in Overbot Season 1, not gonna lie, and I'm so glad we get to see him here with Rush Hour. Brother is goated. I think he might be better than the Sojourn bot, actually. Oh, Soldier getting the window. Keeping him alive. He does eventually fall, but still thought that counts, Bap. Oh no, Baptiste. Baptiste, no, 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 no. think Ryan's gonna fall here. What a chaotic fight here. Junkrat getting 2, 3 now. But he will fall to the Torb. Lava. Absolute chaos. Peak overbots is what we're witnessing here. This is actually gonna come down to the wire. On Rialto. This is one of those matchups that's gonna be great throughout Overbot Season 1. And I cannot wait to see this matchup again. Hey, I gotta live in the moment though. We're here right now. It's gonna be a while until we see these teams face off again, probably. But I just gotta enjoy this while it lasts. It is absolute peak cinema here. Torb getting pinned again. Ryan is doing a very good job of making sure that Torb gets very little value. He's just kind of sitting in the shield. It's not a very smart play. The shield will eventually break. Does push up, but oh brother. He's gonna bait her into the trap actually. Doesn't really matter though because she can just ice block. Soldier's probably gonna fall here against this Bastion damage. It's a lot of scrutiny to take. Junkrat eats himself off the map with his own mine. Not exactly the play of the century. And Rush Hour are gonna have to back up here. They have 2 minutes on the clock to get through the second point. I think they can do it. Bastion is in his crucial form. Big old shatter coming through. I think Torb is gonna fall. He will. The beat not quite getting to the Torb. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Bastion just putting in work. Getting 3 out of that fight. AI doing a good job holding on to this. It's a little bit rough here. This is one of the probably harder places for Rush Hour to play against this squad. Got a long walk and a lot of sight lines for the Bastion to abuse here. Okay, here we go. I think... Oh wow, he almost got booped off. Lucio is gonna die. And that is gonna be a team fight victory for Rush Hour. Much needed here with a minute on the clock. So now you have a little bit less time. Actually, wait. Yeah, you cannot lose a fight now. So Junkrat really needs to get back here. We'll see. Bastion's gonna get up here really quick. He is in the form of death. Huge pin by the Rhine. And Lucy's gonna fall. Torb's gonna go after. May's last. Good fight by Rush Hour, keeping them in this map. They have a minute 40 to get to this gold box of victory. AI had a very good overtime push, but C9 at the last possible second when they could have easily won the fight that they were in and probably could have taken all the way to the end. But instead, that is where the victory condition will lie, and that's a great start for Bastion. A 1-for-1 trade, though. Bastion's gonna go down here. Torb just trying to kite this Rhine. He does eventually fall. Junkrat getting the May in the back. Just a little bit farther to push this thing. Do the team get back? I think Soldier's fast enough. He will be in this fight. Actually, I don't even know if they're going to fight. They won't. Map 1 going Rush Hour's way. Good start for Rush Hour here. Great start for Rush Hour, actually. Just slowly but surely pushing their way through. Both squads having a little bit of trouble on attack, but I think Rush Hour could have completed there with some time left. This is shaping up to be a banger. Rush Hour might just barely edge them out in every map. Actually, deathmatch exists. We'll see. Map 2. We are right in there. Deathmatch. Black Forest. It's kind of one of the most open ones. More open ones. Right here especially. Lead to some Bastion shreddings if you are not careful. See where they spawn. Okay, high ground for Rush Hour, low ground for... Wow, Lucio immediately just getting picked off. Comes the Rhyme Pin. Bastion getting shredded by the crossfire of Bap and Soldier. 4-0 so far for Rush Hour. They're doing a good job. Holy, Lucio getting 2. Ryan able to pick up the Bastion in the back up there. Soldier versus Torb. Soldier just diffs Torb so hard right there. Soldier an insanely good overbot. Insanely good bot. Pin coming through, and that's going to be a trade from the Rhyme. I see these goofy trades coming up from Ryan all the time. Doesn't actually do anything for either squad. It's funny to watch, though. That will be... Soldier just shredding AI here. It's kind of like the deathmatch goat when you think about it. Okay, Junkrat's gonna fall there. Bastion's gonna fall, so AI putting a little bit of work here. Bap eventually gonna fall, and wow, all of a sudden AI looking a little closer in this one. Soldier putting in the work, getting 2 more. However, AI pulling in 11 to 13. Torb's probably gonna fall here, and he does. Bap versus Mei. Let's get the Lucio on that pin. Mei's probably gonna fall here. She does go down. Soldier's keeping himself alive. Comes the Torb, and we are at a 6-point deficit here for Rush Hour. This Junkrat just putting in work. Chipping away. Comes the pin. Doesn't get too much value there. He does get booped away from this Lucio. And that is going to be an 8-point deficit for Rush Hour here, as they are taking the lead. Riptide going for the Torb and is going to pick him up. Here comes the Rhyme Pin. It does whiff the Bastion here. Bastion's going to go down to Bap. Rush Hour, so good. I'm not going to pin on Lucio. Mei going to trade out the Junkrat, but you are already down 11 kills. Let me be seeing a lot more. Here comes a actually pretty fat ultimate combo from Mei and Bastion. Don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah, a very strong team. Usually looking a bit like they don't know what to do here. They're pulling back slowly. It's only 7 kills down now, but can see if we see some comeback from... Yeah, that's a huge shatter. Oh, a big beat by Lucio, and that's actually going to allow them to get very close to this lead all of a sudden. Only 5 kill difference. Well, okay. Yeah, still 5 kill difference. Soldier and Junk just putting in work. 6 kill difference. I think Bastion can get a pick here, maybe. Maybe not. Torb versus Soldier on the side there, and Mei's gonna win that and take that, and Torb wins that, and all of a sudden, 3-point deficit. Mei survives the pin, and Ryan's gonna go down here, and now it's 2. AI clawing their way back into this one. They're all stuck on the wall. Gonna get booped. Torbjorn picking up the Bap. Torbjorn picking up the Soldier. All of a sudden, 2-point match for AI here. All they have to do, make up a couple kills. If they win these two kills, suddenly we're looking at a tie game here. They are not going to do that though. as it's going to be a trade. Still, okay, 3-point difference. Mei able to pick up the Junkrat at the back end, so now back to 2 once again. Gonna wall him off. Soldier could go down here. Oh wow, he actually picks up a kill before falling, and it's a 1-point difference. AI making this so very close. Junkrat's gonna fall, and now it's tied. Suddenly, we're in a tie match. Oh, 2 kill difference here for, oh my gosh, Rush Hour just fully taking the lead here. Not a very big difference against these teams. It could go either way still. Although Bastion's gonna fall to the BAP unceremoniously, and now it's only a, oh, big Riptire coming through for Rush Hour, but it gets denied. Junkrat gonna go down. Oh my gosh, it's a 1-point difference in this deathmatch. Man, I'm probably miss who wins. 28, 29. AI coming back at the last possible second here, and they're on this Junkrat. Can they get the kill? They do secure the kill, and AI is gonna win. It is a 1-1 match. Oh my word! What looked like a Rush Hour victory on this deathmatch turned around. Comeback, amazing from AI. And that is going to be a 1-1 match. So we have a series on our hands here. This is probably the best series we're going to have in Overbutts. It looks the most evenly contentious. It is perhaps going to be a banger, might I say. These two teams are going to have a bit of a rivalry. And we're going back, going to a hybrid map. So we have played on the Escort, and now we're hitting up the hybrid. Oh my word, we've seen 3 different game modes in this one, so we're really going to get a good idea of how these teams match up. If AI can, or if Rush Hour wins this one, we're going to go to another map, and we'll see, maybe we can get like a Koth or something, see how they do against each other there. And hopefully we get like a push, or like a Flashpoint, or a Clash. Be fun to just see all the different maps and how they go against each other. But wow, this is one of the most evenly matched bot matches we've had pretty much ever. Every map feels like it could go either way here. Rialto is a very good down to the wire match. The death match, huge comeback by AI to tie this series 1-1. I was worried I was going to miss the final kill there because there's just so much happening all at once, and it's hard to watch deathmatch in a close match like that because you don't know where the final kill is going to come and from what side. But man, they just turned that around. Okay, a good start here for AI. They do get the Rein pin out onto their Mei, and the Mei blocks. BAP going to stay up though, and BAP and Soldier just putting in work even though they lose the Rein early. BAP, Soldier, and Junk putting in the damage. However, BAP is going to fall at the back end of this fight. Can't get too cocky here. Mei's going to block. Just hoping for her reinforcements here. She's going to Mei wall them off. So she will live for a little bit longer here. She might go down though. Gonna try to trade out this Soldier. So, but AI is back on the clock here. And where's the Rein? Okay, wow. So that is going to be a first point take here for AI. So they are able to re-engage off of a little bit of their Mei stall. Gonna send Rush Hour back to spawn. What a matchup we have seen here. Absolute craziness on that Black Forest map. Very dominant from Rush Hour for the beginning, and then pretty much the whole match, and then a giant comeback at the end there by AI. Torbjorn going to take out BAP. Good start if you are AI for this second point. However, Lucio's going to fall to the pin. May's gonna go down next. And Bastion's looking very worse for wear back here, but Torb able to pick up another one. He does get the soldier, so now it is a 2v2. I think Ryan's gonna fall down here soon. Junkrat versus Bastion. I think Bastion is gonna win that. Yep. And now 4 minutes. 23 seconds on the clock. A very strong push coming now here from AI. See how they do when they get a little bit closer to the end of this point, because if they lose one fight, it's going to take a lot of time off the clock. Shower wrapping around here. Coming out of the back rooms. Here comes the pin. It's on the Bastion, and it's good. Does he pick up the kill? Not quite. Going to pick up the kill there. Bastion getting so very low. Oh, Lucio's going to die, though. Okay, and the Bastion does go down when he tries to flank there. 1v2, although I think Ryan's going to die. So now it's a 1v2. The only soldier up, he's going to back off a little bit here. Taking a fight against that turret. AI putting a little bit of work here. They are pushing forward so very quickly. Going to take the second checkpoint, more than likely. Don't quite get the contest, just going to get the Lucio. So not a great re-engage here. May is going to go down, but now it is a 3v2. Bastion's going around. I think he's going to fall for this. Wow, he actually gets a pick before going down. Soldier cleaning up the kills. And they have about 4 minutes left on this clock to get through this final point for AI. Insanely tight series. He's coming in hot. So is the Bastion. Comes the Ryan pin. It's going to go wide. That's a huge shatter. Comes the aimbot from the aimbot heroes. And that is going to be a teamfight win from Rush Hour with a massive shatter. I think Soldier's going to pick up this May. Oh, never mind. She does block, so I think she might just get out alive here. Nope, she's going to push in. Huge pin coming out. And he's going to drop himself into the drink, but he just picked up the May for his efforts. A huge beat coming in from Lucio. That's going to give him enough sustain to outdo Rush Hour here. Soldier versus Bastion in the back here. They're going to trade out each other. Let's see, does Rush Hour get out for another contest here? I think they should. Yep, here comes Ryan. He's going to tap this point. There's only 2 up for AI right now. Well, 3 up. Bastion is coming back, but I don't think he's going to be back in time to help his team. So yeah, it's still going to be, now it's just 2 up. Soldier just taking out all 3 members of AI there. Like I say, the black and white soldier combo is brutal. The way Bap just takes care of his soldier. And the way Soldier actually seems to do, like, it seems to have some of the best aim from the aimbot bots. Two minutes, 5 seconds on the clock here. Very tight. Bastion gonna pick up the Junkrat there. Ryan, what are you doing? Somehow he does not die, but he really should have. Here comes the Riptire. He's gonna go on this May. Oh, doesn't quite get it. Wimps out at the last second and isn't gonna get any value because of it. And now all of a sudden, oh, Bap picking up the Torb though, but I don't think it matters. Well, respawns are coming. Got a minute 20 on the clock here. Let's see what about a recontest here. Soldier is going to get on this point. He is very low. Mei landing a couple doinks on him. Soldier getting very low. He's probably going to die. Well, oh no. Bap keeping him up. Able to take out the Mei. Gotta push this Torb off the point. Oh, Bastion coming in. Oh, so much damage, and they're gonna... Ooh! Slotted in. Lucio comes in to slot it in there. And that is 47 seconds on the clock. Very strong push coming out of AI here. And I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. So I'm gonna set it on to the first point. Set the camera onto the first point just in case I'm in the bathroom for too long. Hopefully we at least catch the first fight. Oops. Let me do this. I'll give a top-down view. Okay. Okay. Oh, looks like I didn't miss anything. Cool. So I have not missed the first fight actually here. Takes a lot of time, I guess, to start up here, so we are good to go. Alright. AI versus Rush Hour, third map, excuse me. And second round. Attack round for Rush Hour. Here they come. Gonna get the pin on the Bastion immediately. That is a huge start for them. Does kill him. However, they do trade out the BAP, but Lucio's gonna fall next. And that is looking like a very strong starting push here for Rush Hour. Big pin on the Bastion. Ooh. I wanna be forever young. Mei coming in here. 1v4. She's gonna get trapped and just sent to the Shadow Realm. Oh, Bap getting stuck on the payload. It's gonna get cleaned up by Torb. Huh. Very odd fight. We're seeing everyone get stuck in this little slot on the payload. Looks like Ryan's probably gonna fall down here, but nah, he does a good job of keeping himself up though. Big pin coming in from Ryan. He's just on this Bastion 24/7. Lucio's gonna fall. Unfortunately, he didn't quite clean up the kill there for Rush Hour. So this is mean there's gonna be a little bit of a spawn cam going on here from AI. As close to a spawn camp as you can get on Eichenwald, since the payload moves up quite a bit. Actually, I guess it could move back. Ooh, misses the pin. That's not good. Bap's gonna fall for it. And so is Soldier. And so is Junk. Once again, Rush Hour really relying on them hitting that Rhine pin to win maps a lot of the times. Of course, Soldier and Bap and Junkrat I think are good enough that you're not fully relying on that anymore. But it can be kind of a throw if Ryan just dies when he misses his pin. So I guess you could still say. Here comes the pin, and it gets the Mei! Although Mei... Okay, she does die eventually, but... I was just surprised because she looked like she was low HP when she got pinned, and she was, like, still alive in the back rooms. Okay, Bastion. Alright. comes a Riptide. It's just gonna get the turret. Torb's gonna get picked up here by the pin. Lucio's gonna go down next, and now Rush Hour will finally push through here. Took them a little bit of time. Force out the Mei block. But they will get this payload moving again. Good hold there from AI on that second point. Comes the Mei ult, and this actually could be massive. It is. Oh my word. AI just coming right back in here. Taking space. Taking names against Rush Hour. They want to move up 2-1 in the series. Rush Hour have a lot of work to do here. Here comes a little bit more of that spawn camp energy we've seen from AI. Rush Hour's going to push in though. Huge shatter. Big beat though. Massive pin. And that is going to result in a Rush Hour teamfight win. Crazy use of ultimates there. We saw the shatter. We saw the aimbot. And we saw the Lucio beat. The Lucio beat was huge to save his team, if not for the ultimate going off. The other ultimate going off. I don't know if aimbot actually has that big of an impact in bots, though, to be fair. I think he shoots a little faster and reloads faster, though, so probably does help. That is going to be 2 down for AI, 1 down on the side of big team fight victory there for Rush Hour. And now your minute and 30 seconds isn't looking too bad to get through the rest of this. Very early tire coming out here from the Rat. It's going to get a little bit stuck. Mystery, can I find any value here? No. No, it will not. I think they are just going to push this in, though. Zoning tire does the work. Bastion just killing himself. Falling off the map there. And Soldier picking off 2. Suddenly Rush Hour looked like they could push through this whole map with more time than AI. May getting booped off that map there. It's yet to be seen though yet. They do still have to get around this deadly corner. Mei does have her ult. Torb has his ult. They could combo. Here they come. Here comes the Torb. Here comes the Mei ult. The Mei ult could be massive. It actually doesn't get anyone. But Bastion able to pick up the BAP while he's trying to retreat. Huge pin coming in from the... actually, it's not that big because it just gets walled. And that is going to be... Oh, Ryan is cooked, chat. Alright, a minute 49. And all they have to do is win about 1 fight. And they will be sending us to extra rounds on Eichenwald. On this map 3 between Rush Hour and AI. A very good matchup so far. Torb could fall here. Oh, he gets out. With his life. Ryan's going to pin that turret. Here comes Ryan. Here comes Ryan. Pinning into day. Kills are coming through on this side of Rush Hour. But Bastion able to pick up 3. He's going to turn that fight around for his squad. I thought he just picked up 2 and then he just took out another one. I was like, well, that's it. Because now you only got Ryan and he's not going to be able to win against these 2 DPS spacing him out. And we're going to see like maybe 1 good push coming out. That was a fight you really hope to win there. Mei's throwing a bit here, although Junkrat's also throwing. Here comes the tire. It's huge! It gets 2! I didn't even see it. Oh my gosh. What is this matchup? Mei's not on the point, which means they're going to push it in. And wow. Slightly worse time bank here for Rush Hour. Does mean we're going to see them on the attack once again. In this 1-1 series, as close as bots get right here. This is pretty much like rolling a dice to decide who wins. Whoop. Seems like any map could go either way here. Rush Hour. See if they can take a first point. If you can take first point, you feel very good about your chances of winning this one. Only a minute on the clock for each squad. Minute 20 doesn't... I don't think the 20 seconds are going to mean that much. There's a little bit of a time bank advantage for AI here. Not sure if it means too much, like I said. But we will see if Ryan doesn't get that early pin and they do lose a fight here. Could be rough going. We have never seen a draw in overbots either, but that is entirely possible on this first point with a minute 20. We will see. Draws are also very unlikely overall in Overwatch now. A lot more likely when you had 2 CP in the game. Alright, here we go. A minute to spare. I think if they go quickly, they might be able to get 2 fights. And most likely not. It's probably just 1. It's going to have to be quick. Here we go. Here comes Ryan. Spinning in. He misses his pin. Not a good start for Rush Hour. Oh, they're eating them alive. They do get that tick, though. That tick means we won't see a draw. I don't think we're going to see a recontest. Maybe we do. 20 seconds. Can they make it to the point? Can they make it to the point? I don't think so. I think they're going too slow. Yeah, they're going way too slow. Okay, so that is where it's going to end, with a tick. Alright, okay, so actually, it probably does matter having that 20 seconds, because that is like a whole extra fight for AI here. So AI is going to get 2 attempts at this, 2 cracks. However, if they fail twice, this will be a Rush Hour victory, because they did manage to get that tick. We shall see. It could also be like a C. I don't think it'll be a C9. I don't think with Ryan you're going to C9. But maybe you do. Rush Hour just did, despite literally getting all the kills in that. Still managed to give over 41%. Is that right? 41. They gave over half the point. I didn't even notice when I was building. I just saw the kills coming through for AI and assumed there was no progress. But wow, they gave over 41% really. Okay, anyways. Here comes AI's attack. They're going to get like 2 cracks at this. Depending on how long, well, Mei could stagger out. So it might still just be 1 attempt. We'll see. If this fight is clean for AI, they will be taking the lead in the series 2-1. They're very close Rialto, a very close Black Forest. And now, once again, a very close Eichenwald, so any side could win this. Here they come. I'm going to get here in a good, like, 20 seconds with that Lucio speed. Might even give themselves 4 fights here. Ooh. Oh, but you do trade out, and that means they're going to lose this first fight. How quickly do you lose this, though? Okay. 45 seconds. So there will be 1 more fight here. With that Lucio speed, you're definitely going to be able to get here. Soldier and Bap are going to be back, no problem. Alright, last fight to determine this map here. Determined. Coming down to the wire here. Oh, the pin goes wide. That should not be able to do much with it, though. And Lucio's going to go down, and this means Rush Hour is probably going to take this series 2-1. It does. 2-1 up for Rush Hour. We're going to the next map. Oh my word, what an Eichenwald. What a Rialto. What a Black Forest. Some insane maps. absolute peak cinema. Didn't even need to take the point. They didn't even need to win a fight on offense. They lost their fight on offense, but managed to take half the point. So they win. Crazy how that works. If they... Oh, Throne of Anubis. Okay, so this is an interesting map 4 here. Rush Hour currently leads the series. 2-1. Doesn't feel like it. It feels like 2-2. Feels like we're going to map 5 right now. This has been a crazy close series, and we've seen 4 different game modes. Just nice. Some nice diversity here. A little bit of a pushy-pulley map. Can be very momentum heavy too. Really depends. Anyone could take this. AI looking to send us to a map 5. Rush Hour looking to close it out here in a 3-1 fashion. A 3-1 fashion would look dominant on the scoreboard from Rush Hour, but this series really could go either way. Two very powerful teams squaring off here. They are proving that here today against one another. Their main test for each other will be probably at the end of the season, unless some other team does upset them at some point in playoffs. I'm assuming they're making it there already, chat. I have full belief in these two squads. Alright, here comes the Rein. Oh boy, he does. Wow, he lives from the BAP. What a BAP win. Oh my gosh, the lamp was insane. That means Rush Hour is going to take this first point. Holy cow. Okay. So, we'll see how this setup goes for AI on this next point. See, when you're playing this map, usually fights take a lot longer. Looks like AI is pretty much freely given the point here. Is Rush Hour even gonna get here for a fight? What are they doing? I think they should be here for a fight, but like still, why did they? Don't know what they were doing there. Ryan's gonna fall. Not a great push there from Ryan. This is gonna be an AI point victory here. Very odd plays there coming out of Rush Hour as they wrap all the way around just to lose the fight. Does mean we'll see a very quick turnaround back to C here. So they pretty much gave that one over to AI. Here comes the Bastion form. It is going to get pinned out though, and probably going to drop for it. 1-for-1 trade coming through. Ryan's going to fall next. Soldier getting 1 though. 2-on-2 on point. May's going to pick up the Soldier maybe? Nope. Oh, she does. So now it is a... Ooh, I think AI is going to win this. They have the turret and the Mei. So Mei able to clutch up there for the Dubskis. I don't think we're going to see a recontest here from Rush Hour, which does mean we will be moving over to D. See if Rush Hour can win when they're more on the defensive foot. However, I'm getting up a little bit. He's going to force out that Bastion mode. Kind of a good exchange there if you're Rush Hour. Because now Bastion's going to be coming in without that Bastion mode. And that probably means Rush Hour is going to win this. More than likely. Lucio does pick up the BAP though. But I don't think it means too much. Well, gonna be basically a... Okay, 2-on-2 on point with Mei again. It all comes down to Mei. Oh, Ryan able to edge that one out. Don't think we're going to see a recontest here, so we are going to be headed back to C once again. No one quite able to get the upper hand in this one yet, like much of the series. Gonna force out that early Bastion mode, the huge freaking beat coming through. And BAP is going to be the first to follow. This means I think AI is going to take this. Yes, they will. Okay, so AI going to bring this to a 3-2 scoreline on the Clash map here. Have a lot of ultimates for Rush Hour to use on this next point, though. As I believe AI just, like, for lack of a better term, blew their load of ultimates there. Alright, here comes... Oh, wow. Okay. Not even going to use an ult here, and that is going to be probably a team fight win. Well, maybe not. 2-on-2. Okay. So it will be a team fight victory for Rush Hour. Does AI get a touch here? They have a lot of ults for Rush Hour, though, so even if they do, not sure it'll mean too much. B is going to go the way of Rush Hour here. Wrapping all the way around. They are going to get cut off here, probably. Oh, pin doesn't go through. Big shatter. Takes out the Lucio, however, BAP's going to get traded out from the Bastion. I think Rush Hour has enough. Well, maybe not. I think they have enough to push through here, and they will. However, I could see a recontest go. Oh, Torb is still alive. Didn't realize this. Just Drunk and Ryan taking this point. Torb looking to die here, it looks like. He will go down. And that is probably... Well... Nope, they're not going to get a touch. So now, all Rush Hour needs to do is win 1 point. And just staggering that Bastion makes it so it is incredibly likely that this could be it. May's going to go down here. Oh, she doesn't. Lucio's actually going to go down, but... Wow, I'm surprised she didn't die. She got booped and pinned, and she still didn't die to the pin. Okay, so we're gonna probably see maybe nope. I think this is a 3-1. I don't think they're gonna get the touch now. Lucio squad taking a little bit of time to regroup here. Oh wait, no, they might be able to get it. They will just barely get it, but you're going right into a BAP window, guys. That will be it. Rush Hour taking the series 3-1. Very close series, though. This could have gone either way. Rush Hour doing a very good job, though. Very good job. This is a dominant squad. 3-1 victory. Gonna go update my scoreboard. Okay. Oh, and I will end this video. My bad.